folks, Adam here, whipping together these action figure videos. It's going to be like 7 or 8 videos, it's looking like, because I just want to keep some of them short, and a couple of them are going to be like marathon long. So I divided it up into groups. The first one I'm going to show tonight is the miscellaneous figures that I have about 8 of, and some of them are the rest of those C.A.T.s figures that I showed in that one video. And then we're going to do the Batman figures, which I only have about 5 or 6 of those. Then I have about 7 or 8 Spawn figures that I'm going to do those in a separate vid. And then I have Matrix figures, so I'm going to do that in a separate vid. So that's 4 vids. And then I have my Metal Gear Solid figures. That's 5 vids. But I'm trying to keep them around 8 to 10 minutes. Then the other 3 are going to be a little bigger. That would be my X-Men movie figure collection, my rest of my X-Men figure collection, and then the Star Wars collection, which I'm probably going to do last because it's going to take the longest. And I just really don't want to do these huge. I do want to do them all in one video. I don't want to cut the video into pieces. But so I'm going to do them like this. So there's some short ones, and then there's going to be a couple of long ones. So anyway, let's get started. I'm going to show you the miscellaneous ones in this video. I already shot this video once, but the lighting sucked, and I just it was out of focus because I kept trying to shift the focus with my hand manually because I don't have an autofocus on this camera. So I'm going to try to do it more like I did the other video. It seemed to come out okay. So we're going to try that. I'm trying a different angle too on the camera, hopefully get some different light on it, and that'll help maybe with the shine on some of this or whatever. But let's get started here. I got a big box with a little bit in it. Okay, anyway, I think I showed this one already, but I found another one. I don't know why I had 2 of these unless I got it super cheap or someone gave it to me, but I've got another one of these Grifter figures from the C.A.T.s. I know I showed one of them already, and this is the original releases right there. They had 5 of the C.A.T.s and then 2 enemies, and I do have those 7 for sure. I'm going to show the last one that I didn't have in that collection right here, and that is this guy here, the bad guy, Hellspawn, Supreme Ruler of the Daemonite Empire. They have cards in them. Could be signed. Who knows? I don't know. And even if they are, who knows if they're worth anything. But you may remember, you can look at the back here and see they were Spartan, Zealot, Warchild, I think, Maul, and then the Daemonite and the Hellspawn, the leader, Supreme Leader. So I have all of those, and then they released like a second tier, and I just picked up a couple of those. I think mainly the female figures, because they seem to put out less of, at least back in the day, the females in a series versus the other figures. So the next one we have here is a team member, Voodoo, in the box. Nice shine on it. I don't want it to be in the dark though. Sorry. I just can't tell how dark that is. Well, it might help if I did that. Yeah, Voodoo. She is a powerful telesthetic crossbreed. Don't ask me what that means. But the back on this one's different. It looks like they had added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more, and I only got 2 of them. I got Voodoo, And it looks like they released a second Hellspawn guy. Then some guy named Pike, Mr. Majestic, Slag, and Black Razor. I don't know if those are good guys or bad guys or whatever. Slag is a villain, it says. So, anyway, that was that one. I don't know why I keep showing it over and over again. And then the final one, it's funny because these were done by Playmates, which I would think these would have been done by McFarlane, but I think this was before McFarlane started doing toys. I think he started doing toys with the Spawn line, and then he branched out from there. So this is a series that maybe should have or could have come out through McFarlane Toys that didn't. And I don't know if they would have. They look all right, but I think McFarlane does an awesome job with the Void is the final figure. She's basically Silver Surfer minus the face cover, and she's got a rack on her. So I don't know. She's got some powers: teleportation, levitating, da 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 da. And she's got a little stand that she snaps into. Pretty cool, pretty cool. That's all of the Wildcats figures that I have. I didn't get, it says coming soon Wildcats video game for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I have played that game. It's not that bad. But it's funny that they advertised it on the back of this box. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. It looks like they re-released like Spartan and Maul and stuff with like different outfits on or something. So I don't know. So, you know, there's only so much you can get me to buy. I mean, unless it's Star Wars, evidently. That was all the Wildcats. Now I have about 4 miscellaneous little figure things here. I'll show this one first because the other 3 kind of go together. I'm trying to think when this series was on TV. Maybe I'll look on the back. I'd say early mid-90s. There was a series on TV called Gargoyles. It was a cartoon, and they did a line of figures for it. And I watched the cartoon some, but I wasn't like I was about 20 or so. So I was starting to get to where I wasn't watching cartoons as much, especially, you know, like in the afternoon or whatever. So, but anyway, I saw this figure, I think, at a Walmart. I used to get a lot of my figures at either Walmart or Kmart or Toys R Us. That's mainly where I got them. Some at KB Toys, but I didn't make it out to the mall that often. Let's show it. Power Wing Goliath. Gargoyles. He was the leader of the little Beck group. But it shows him on the back here with the wings folded out in that shot there. And down at the bottom. So that's pretty cool. The wings are cloth, which is pretty cool. I don't know. I kind of like this one. Like I said, I wasn't like crazy over it or anything. So Goliath was the leader, so I got him. It's kind of like buying an Optimus Prime figure, you know, back in the day, and not having any subordinates like Smokescreen or Jazz or anything like that. Okay, so we got 3 left. These are kind of related, like I said. The first one, I found this out at the mall, out at one of the malls that was around here now. It's a freaking Walmart. They got tore down and they built a Walmart there, but it used to be Blue Ridge Mall. It's kind of over by the Independence Vintage Stock. It's in that same general area. That's where that mall used to be. And they used to have like an old, like, I don't even know if it was like a TG&Y or something to that. It was like a little, you know, department store type of thing in there. But I swear nobody ever went in there and shopped because the toys were like 2 or 3 years out of date when you went in there. But I was digging through them one time, and I happened to find this, and I couldn't pass it up. It's an Aliens figure, but it's Ripley, the Aliens series. Ripley, Space Marine in package. This got a little booger on the back right here. It looks like maybe there's a price tag or something. Something got ripped off right there. But that's the only damage to the box, really, aside from some little side dings. This is the only Aliens figure I have in box. Looks like they had Drakes, Apone, Hicks, and Bishop, and I don't remember seeing any of those back in the day. But it's funny because they use this picture for Ripley, but it's not even Sigourney Weaver. I don't know why they didn't just use Sigourney Weaver's picture. They used some other picture. And then on the front, it's like a hand-drawn kind of watercolored in kind of picture. So I don't know. It's kind of strange, but I thought it was neat. Like I said, it was a couple years out of date when I bought it. I got it. It says 92. I think I bought it in like 95 or 96. So I'm saying their toys were like 2 or 3 years out of date. I think I also found a copy of Super Metroid in that store in their case for $25, and that was back when it was still like 40 or 50. But you know, because it seemed like cartridge games never really went down in price that much unless you hit the million seller mark, and then sometimes they would go down in price, but most of the time it was just like, you know. So, the next one is a dual pack, a twin pack. I was more into Aliens than Predator, at least as far as the figures went, but this is an Aliens versus Predator twin pack with the Warrior Alien and the Renegade Predator. I didn't really collect the Predators. I kind of wish I would have now, but I didn't. I was more of the into the Aliens, but I didn't really collect the Aliens either. I was more buying X-Men and superhero figures, and less on the movie figures or whatever. But now I wish I would have, of course, you know. But what are you gonna do? And then there's one final one here. This one's also Aliens related. This one's from the fourth movie, Alien Resurrection. It is a movie edition Ripley figure in package. And this one's more of a display type of package. Movie edition. There were 6 figures. There was the one for Winona Ryder's character, Call, I guess was her name. I can't recall. I can't recall, but it says it's Call on the back there. Ripley, and there's like 4 different Alien figures. So this is probably the first tier release. I don't even know if they had a second tier release or whatever. But I had to get the Ripley figure. So for kids 5 and up, like you'd be giving a 5-year-old kid Alien Resurrection. No, some people do. Who knows? But that's it for the miscellaneous figures. I did want to show one more thing that I had the box for a long time, and I ended up pitching it. And I'm sad that I did pitch the box, but it's one of those deals where you got to realize since I've been, I'm reaching here. Sorry. Since I've been, out of my mom's house, I moved 6 or 7 times, but I've moved 5 times since I've got a hold of all these action figures. I've been lugging these boxes around forever. And, part of me just got sick of lugging some things around, like my Sega CD Model 2 box and my Genesis Model 2 box, and they smelled a little bit not moldy, but they had been in a basement, and the basement wasn't wet all the time, but it wasn't like super, and they were on a shelf. They didn't get wet, but they just smelled kind of funny and stuff, and I ended up pitching them a long time ago. I kind of wish I would have kept them now anyway. I probably could have got the smell out of them if I would have kept them out in the open air for a while. But this final piece I'm going to show here, I had the box for it for a long time. I think I got this at the same place I got the Space Marine Ripley. I like that little TG&Y place, but anyway, I'll go ahead and show you. I don't have the box anymore, and I think it got torn up just moving 4 or 5 times and trying to keep track of everything. But let me see if I can hook the... Sorry, I should have gotten it more prepared before I got to the video here. There we go. It is the Alien Hive and the Queen, Alien Queen. It's still in great shape. It's dusty. It needs to be cleaned off. But what you do is there's a little tray that it's got some little peg holes, and you put a guy in there, and then up here you would dump this slime stuff in, and this little lever, and it would ooze out all over the guy. And then here's the little alien, and he goes in this hole right here, this egg or whatever. But there's a little lever that makes him pop up and down, but he'll fall through the bottom if I'm not careful. But it's pretty cool, and I had, like I said, it did come in the box, and I had the box for a long time. But I used to have it out kind of on a shelf, kind of displaying it like a diorama type of thing. And I put, you know, another little alien, warrior alien over here, or something that I had gotten. And I just didn't get it back in the box a couple times, and then the box got, you know, kind of dented and folded, and then it was like, fuck it, it wasn't worth keeping. You know, so had to throw the F word in there, didn't I? Anyway, I don't need those. I was gonna read this. This is the ooze. This is the actual the slime that came with it. It's still sealed. You can kind of see the plastic around the lip. It's still being sealed. Replace lid when not in use. This is ages 4 and up, the slime. Like, you're going to give a 4-year-old kid, like, wouldn't try to eat this. I don't know. Maybe it's non-toxic. Oh, it's water-soluble. From Kenner, the Alien Ooze. I don't know if they sold it in bigger, you know, like, jugs or, you know, little quart containers or whatever. Sometimes they did for certain things when they had the slime and stuff, but this stuff is not completely dry, but you can hear it in there. It's definitely globbed up into a ball. It's no longer like slimy slime. So I've never opened it though, so and all that used to be in the box, but it's not anymore. So anyway, this video ended up being long anyway. I didn't want it to be, but it did. So that's what I'm saying. I gotta divide these up. So the next one will be a Batman video. It's only got 5 figures, so hopefully it'll be fairly short. So I hope y'all can dig it. Haven't really went video game shopping. I don't know. I just haven't had the bug. I haven't, you know, I got sick of going to thrift stores, and vintage stock is a little pricey, and I just got kind of, not burned out, but just haven't felt like it. I did go, I take that back, I did go and walk around vintage stock and film it, and I might piece that video together, but I didn't buy anything, so.